Hi YouTube, it's Lisa Bean. I'm coming at you with my month 16. Well, almost on 16. Um, Next week, actually, on November 3rd, will be my 16th month. So this will be um, week 69 and 70. I think that's what it is. So bad at that. But I just wanted to come in and bring in a video just to give an update. I went to monthly updates, and next week I'm going to be busy, and I know I have some things. Work is just, we are going into our peak season. Oh, sorry, I have an itchy nose. I better play the lottery. Or was that itchy palm? I don't really remember. But yeah, I work in healthcare and insurance, so it is going into our peak nonstop time. So I figured I'd get this in today while I have a moment, and I weighed in. So day of surgery was July 1st, 2013, weighing in at 266 pounds. And today I weigh in at 157 pounds. So that is, I believe, a 4-pound loss from last month. Because I think last month I weighed in at like 161 or 162. I don't remember. But I think it's a 4-pound loss since last month. So woohoo. I am still struggling. I have met my personal goal. I've met my surgeon's goal. My surgeon's goal for me was 180 pounds, that he deemed that if I hit that, I was a success, and that, I got to what I guess the normal weight bracket for me to lose would be. I don't know. But that was never something I wanted to be. And my personal goal was 165. Which I made. And now I'm just trying to flood off a couple more pounds, maybe get down to like 150, just to kind of give me some wiggle room, for regain, fluctuations. No other real reason for that. That's about it. I know that I recently had some blood work done. Some of my like hemoglobin, hematocrit, MCHC, MCH were a little bit low, and I believe that that's indicative of an iron, low iron. So my regular PCP is the one who ordered those, because I had asked him so I could get blood work to look at my cholesterol and glucose and all that kind of stuff, just just to see where I was. I don't see my surgeon till January, so I kind of wanted to just get like I just been feeling tired, a little bit tired lately, and normally I'm full of energy. So, and not that I'm dragging ass, but I just do feel a little bit tired. So it prompted me to go get some blood work done. And like I said, he wasn't concerned. He actually didn't even ask, tell me to start taking an iron supplement. He's like, you recently had your menstrual cycle and stuff, but I did have, prior to surgery, I did have an iron problem, and it was getting to a point that we were almost gonna think about going and getting, take it. I bleed really, I mean, long story short, I bleed at my periods pretty heavy. I mean, I am going to be, in the next 2 months, I'm going to be 44, and I still have a period of like 5 to 6 days. The first 3 days, I am bleeding pretty heavy, and that has been my whole life. So I think that is a part of my struggle. So I don't know. I just, what, he said not to worry about it, and we'll, revisit blood work in December or something. And I just thought to myself, I'm just going to start taking an iron vitamin, because a supplement, because I know I've had this in the past. So it's been a week since I've been taking it. So I'm just hoping that that's going to get me back on track and kind of give me some energy back. I also changed up my vitamin B12. I was just taking a vitamin B12, and now I'm taking a dropper that's a vitamin B complex. So it has other B vitamins, and it's a dropper, and you put it, it's sublingual, and it's a liquid, and it goes under your tongue, and you hold it there for 30 seconds and then swallow it. So I'm hoping that does a little more for me. I still take, I'm an advocate of vitamins, and I take all my vitamins, and I have since the day of surgery. I don't skip a day. I don't miss any vitamins. So to be feeling a little bit tired, it was kind of, alarming to me, because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm usually so full of energy. So yeah, so that's what I just started doing that. So, and like I said, my next visit with my surgeon isn't until January. I think it's like the first or second week of January. So then I'll probably get blood work to test all my vitamins and stuff at that time. My regular PCP, very weird. He's like, I'll do a regular metabolic panel, but I think, your surgeon would be the one doing the vitamin levels and things of that nature. So I don't know if it has something about, the way my insurance would cover it, because he's not seeing me for surgery. He's seeing me, and this is my yearly. So I don't know, whatever. I'll just wait till then. I know that I've been, watching a lot of videos, I was trying to catch up during my workout time, and I do see a couple different struggles going on, and one, I was listening to VSG Tanya, and Tanya, I know you're going to figure it all out. You've done fantastic since you started this journey. I have no doubt that you'll figure out what's going on with you, and that will be taken care of, immediately. I'm sure it's probably a medical issue, some kind of water retention, because to gain, the amounts that you did and being on plan and stuff, I don't really see that. So I know you're going to figure it out. So I wouldn't even, I could say, don't worry about it, because that's easy, but I know for myself, when you're up some pounds, it becomes alarming. So good luck with that. I would keep on it. You have to be your own health advocator, because a lot of people and a lot of doctors, coming from working in the medical field, a lot of people push off a lot of shit, so you need to be your own advocator. And I'll tell you, me finding out about my low iron, my doctor didn't even call me to tell me about that. Usually, you know how they say, if you don't hear from us, everything's okay. Well, I didn't hear from them, and I didn't feel great. Like I said, I've been feeling tired, so I reached out to them to see those low values that they didn't really see a concern with. So you really got to take your health into your own hands and take the reins on that to really go forward. So, but one of the things that, out of Tanya's last video that I took from that, and the regain, and I know she said she was going on her 3 years almost, was something my surgeon had mentioned to me when I first had my surgery. And we were talking about numbers, and he is one of those guys that are very statistical, and he was barking out numbers to me, and I remember it like it was yesterday, about how the first year, the second year, regain is really not going to be a threat to anybody, especially the first year. No one's going to, it is rare the first year you see big regain. You just, maybe a couple pounds, you float around, and I remember him saying the second year, not big on a regain. And I remember distinctly he said, third year, they're showing about, a 25, up to a 25 pound regain for 80% of people, or 70%. I don't know. I don't remember the percentage, so I don't want to quote that, but it was a large number. And he was definitely over like 3 years, large number of regain, usually about 25 pounds. Boom. I remember it like it was yesterday. And as the years, year 4, year 5, year 6, the pounds got bigger and bigger of regain for people. And it really, it really was alarming to hear that. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, that must be the folks that go fucking AWOL and go back to their old ways for that to happen. And I remember him saying that it creeps. It creeps. And if it's kind of like, and I just, it's so crazy, because I see things coming up with people, and the regain. And it is scary. I think that scares me like so much. And you know, I remember thinking to myself, and I remember him saying, that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life and you can't enjoy things. And I remember him like saying, you don't have to be psychotic about it, but you have to be diligent. You have to be diligent for the rest of your life. And so, so with that, I remember it stuck in my mind. And then after I met with my nutritionalist, and for everyone out there that has a type of struggle going on, don't discount going to pay some money to see somebody that knows exactly what they're dealing with. Because I'm an advocate for nutritionalists. I know some people think, I could look that shit up online and figure it out myself. I am an advocate for them. I think that, like anyone, like you or I, that's in a profession, you know your deal, So I love seeing the lady that I see, and I'll be seeing her. I'll be making an appointment. I don't go every month anymore. I go like every 3. But I love her because she keeps me on track. She keeps me on where I should be. She figures out my metabolic rate, resting rate, and all that. She figures all that shit out. She looks at my water retention. I go on, the machine that calculates how much water and fat and this and that and all the other shit. And she takes the questioning all out for me. She figures it out. She figures out where I should be, where I'm at with my calories. I know like at where I'm at, ta- lowering my calories would not help me to, lose more weight, you know. And I told y'all last month, I upped my calories. And since I upped my calories from last month, um, I lost 4 pounds. And remember, I wasn't sure if that was going to work or whatever the case may be, but I've been really exercising to really push myself. So I think my body is, and carbs, I up my carbs. I do like a lot of days, 120, if not more, of carbs. And it drives me, it just drives me insane when I see so many people saying that they can't have carbs and they can't have, you know, sweet potatoes or rice or this or pizza or whatever, because, that's going to have them gain weight and stuff. And I got to be honest, I don't know. It could be also hurting you. And again, I'm not a nutritionist. That's why I go to one. So my advice to folks that are struggling right now, not just with weight gain or where they should be with or numbers. I mean, YouTube is not the Bible to figure out where you should be. I mean, I do see, many people just basing their calories on what they see other folks eating on YouTube. And to me, that is insane. Like what works for me, I don't want, when someone go, oh, Lisa Bean's taking in 1,500 calories, I'm going to do the same thing and I should be dropping weight like that. I don't want you to think that either, but I think a lot of people judge what they should be doing on other videos. So, I see people that are as far out as I and are still eating 800 or 900 calories a month and nothing's happening with their weight. And I gotta be honest, I think that's crazy. I do. And I said that from the beginning. If you look back to my videos, like week 10, I have this crazy rant about keeping up with the Joneses and doing what Susie does and Joni. And it's just insane. You got to find out what is going to work for you. And I think getting some advice and someone that is an expert in that field can really help get you out of where you're at. Another thing that I wanted to mention was warding off, or thinking that you need to ward off, quote unquote, off-plan foods for the rest of your life. I know I certainly did not have this surgery to not be able to have ice cream or chocolate or mashed potatoes with gravy or a piece of cake or a piece of candy. Like, I did not have that surgery not to have that shit in my life. And I do. I have it, I don't have it every day. I don't have it every week. But I do allow it because to me, to me, and this is my opinion, I think that to try to think that you can't eat off plan the rest of your life is heading you down a dark alley. I really do. I truly believe it's inevitable. You are going to eat bullshit. You know, we're human. I think that you'll never touch that is unrealistic, and I think that it could definitely head to binging at somewhere in your life. One thing that I am a strong promoter about and have been from the start, the start of this journey is exercise. I think a lot of people fool themselves to think that this having this surgery was the only thing they needed to do to lose weight. I am a huge advocator of exercise. I'm with Sleeve Rocker. I think a lot of people are missing the piece of the fucking puzzle. Um, if you if you honestly think that you could have the surgery and not have continuous adequate exercise and maintain what you have for the rest of your life, it's not going to happen. And I think if you don't make it a habit, it's going to be very hard to create that habit down the line. Um, and I think that eating items off plan in moderation and adequate exercise will control and help you stay where you need to be. I don't make those foods taboo, and I hope that it doesn't keeps me from binging somewhere down through this journey. Um, I know definitely since the start of this journey, I've changed. I mean, I remember the first 8 months, I didn't touch rice or pasta, and I'll be honest, I couldn't eat. I couldn't anyway. I tried to eat a piece of bread, and I was like, ooh, after like, eating like 3 bites. Um, but I think that everyone has to realistically look at a lifestyle they could create for the rest of their lives. And I think that's huge to where you're at right now and where you're going to be in the future. And, I watch a lot of videos where people don't exercise at all. At all. And it kind of makes me nervous because I feel like having the exercise is part of the eating the correct way. I feel that if you don't have both of them, there's a disconnect. There is a disconnect. And you know what? For some people might fight that opinion and say, well, I haven't exercised at all and I'm below my goal weight and I lost, 100 and something pounds and I never exercised once. Doesn't mean you're healthy. Doesn't mean that you didn't lose a shitload of muscle, which you probably did. And I think, and you probably have a different appearance than most. That is the way that I look at it. So I'm just rambling. I'm rambling. I've been watching these videos and, I've seen different struggles out there and I've seen different opinions, and I saw Lacey's video about ego and ego, like her feeling bad if walking in a room and demanding attention, if that's wrong. And no way. I don't think it's wrong at all. I could tell you, I could feel that way now. And, 10 years ago before I gained my weight, and I was thinner then, I felt the same way as I do today. I felt back then. Hate to say it, even as I was, even during my heavier stage, I kind of felt when I walked in a room, I wanted heads to turn. So I kind of always put myself together that way, even at that. But I mean, I feel no different now than I did, 15 years ago when I was thinner. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And when I, make comments to people that they look great, or I say something on Facebook, I do mean it. It's not just to blow someone's head up. And again, and I think I watched Tanya's video response to it. I agree with her. Like, if I don't think that you look great, I'm not going to say anything. If I don't think there's much of a difference and you have all these pictures plastered, I'm not going to thumbs up. I do believe that in this community, we do give big ups to each other, and that's awesome. I think it's great. I don't see anything wrong with it whatsoever. And I think if you walk into a room and you feel like you demand attention, good for you, and if you get it, even better. I think that I think when it becomes a problem is if you make it a problem, if you're married to someone or with somebody and you're getting this attention and then you're acting out on it. I mean, that could be a problem. But I think that just feeling good and have people acknowledge who you are, I don't think there is anything wrong with it. And I don't think it gives you an attitude or an ego or anything. You know, I don't. I think I don't. You know, um, I was trying to think. I was trying to put things together because I was for once trying to want to not just randomly say things, but I think I'm going way over. I'm just blasting off, and the holidays are coming up, so I mean, just to round it up, I think that on this journey, I think not only I don't think that just you know focusing on what you eat. I think exercise is even a bigger part of this whole journey, and at this point, if I didn't exercise daily, I don't know what I would do. It has become an everyday routine for me now. I mean, listen, even if I skip a day, which rarely happens, if I even I don't work out on weekends, but if I skip a day, I will work out on Saturday and Sundays because I'm running around doing other shit with the kids and everything like that. So there is exercise involved in it, but not a exercise that I have planned. But if I don't exercise every day, I feel like I'm cheating myself. I feel like if I don't exercise every day, I feel like I ate a big piece of fucking cake. You know? Like a big, I might as well have just ate a big fucking hock and 3 donuts. You know? But I think, seriously, I think that what keeps me sane is working out and being able to enjoy some items, some ice cream or a slice of pizza or whatever the case may be for the week. I think that enables me to enjoy that and have it and not feel that, I'm not living a normal lifestyle, if that makes any sense. All right, well, everybody, have a good week. Have a good month. I don't know if I'll have a video before Thanksgiving. So that's another big hurdle, right? So everyone have a great week. See you soon.